Now we are with alderwoman Stephanie Coleman, who is over the Englewood Music Festival that happens right in your actual ward. Yes. It's a really good time. I went last year, like I told you. It was right where my old house used to be, right in that area. That's where I grew up. It's no longer there. Yeah, so let's talk about it. It was a good time. What's going to be different this year?
We are going to exemplify Englewood excellence for the 5th year. I'm so excited. What's really different this year is we'll be giving a car away thanks to E&R Towing, which is so exciting to celebrate culture, to celebrate family, to celebrate art, but to celebrate that Englewood is home. Englewood will always be home, and we truly are the heart of the city of Chicago.
Excellence of Englewood. What does that mean to you? What does that phrase mean to you, Alderwoman?
That means the community that we grew up in is still resilient, and no matter what we do, we get back up in the morning and we exemplify excellence. And that is what we're going to show thousands on next Saturday.
So we're looking at it right there. This is the flyer that has been circulated across the community. Tell us about some of these stars that are going to show up and hit the stage. Grammy
Award-winning Leandria Johnson, one of the best gospel artists in this side of heaven. We have the group RL next, you know, Will You Be My Wifey?
Yes.
And
will you be my wifey? Yes, I'll be your wifey.
You better sing.
Man. Special guest Tia.
Special guest.
That's one of my songs.
And we're going to end it out with one of the funniest, most talented, Mr. Wipe Me Down himself, Bootsy,
who's always like stirring some stuff up.
Always. So appropriate for Englewood.
Wipe me down.
Yes.
So this is your 5 for you guys?
Number 5.
Number 5. How does this come together? Like, as soon as this happens, are you already planning for 6? Or like, what kinds of planning goes into each festival each year?
Lots of planning, lots of prayer, and a whole lot of work.
I know it's music involved, but there's a lot of food and vendors and stuff.
That was
too.
my
Talk
next question.
Absolutely. In addition to highlighting some of the best restaurants in Chicago on the south side and west side and south suburbs, we'll also have an actual arts village thanks to the Englewood's Arts Collective, who's been our partner since year 1. Shout out to Janelle and Tonika Johnson. We love you, EAC. As well as a health village, a senior village. It's literally something from the baby to the baby boomer for everyone to do.
So we're talking family-friendly stuff. I mean, something for everybody there?
Everyone.
I love it. All right,
you look good,
give us an idea.
Yellow.
I want to dive a little deeper into the food options. You said you're pulling some of Chicago's best restaurants from the south suburbs as well. Who's going to be on site?
We've got Harold's. We've got, oh goodness, we have, wait, can we just stop at Harold's, right?
Done.
Harold's.
We're there.
Do you like your car with mild sauce and lemon pepper?
Of course, with a hot pepper on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm sorry.
Bronxville hoagie. I can't believe it's not meat. Oh gosh, so many food vendors. I'm just excited. I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
We got to go back to that car because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And that may be a huge draw for a lot of people. Anyone watching right now, how can they be a part of this? Are you looking for a certain person to give the car to? Do they have to like do something?
Raffle.
Have a valid driver's license. Go to www.englewoodmusicfest.com.
And just put your name in the drawing.
Put your name and your driver's license number.
And so it's like a random draw. It's a random drawing.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lucky winner. When does the winner get announced?
They will be announced on September 13th at the Englewood Music Festival.
Oh.
And so do they? And so then what happens? They get the car. Can you give? I know you don't want to give it away because you may start getting everybody on the website. Are we talking a new car? Are we talking an SUV? Are we talking a two-seater with a top down?
We're talking a 2024
vehicle?
Yes.
That's all you're going to say?
Yes.
I had to stop her and she's going to tell it all.
So okay. It's going to be unveiled there.
There it is. It's covered up.
That's right. That's right.
Man.
Wow.
But do you guys have a contest every year like this, or is this kind of a first?
This is a first, thanks to E&R Towing. We're so grateful for a partnership.
What made you do it this year? What made you decide to go this big? Because this is big. I've never seen a music festival do something like this. What made you go this big?
You know what, Tia? Englewood, we get a bad rep sometimes, you know, and when we look at public safety and crime. And this has been not only a labor of love, but a labor of this is what my community really is. It's not guns and gangs and shootings and homicides. If something happens on 63rd and King Drive, it's Englewood, and it's not. So every year I'm intentional about changing the narrative of my community, and we're going bigger and better every year.
How big? What kind of a turnout are you expecting?
It was big last year.
Yeah. Is there a crowd estimate?
Year one, we started out with 2,000 people. We were still in the pandemic.
That's still pretty big, especially pandemic. Yeah.
Last year, we were at 14,000 for our 4th year.
I'm telling you, it was
really
like people everywhere. Yeah, it was huge. And really talk about this, because I think when people hear Englewood, they think, oh, that's everybody from Englewood. But you pull people from suburbs, from all over.
Because Englewood is home. Englewood is the heartbeat of the city of Chicago. So I want everyone to come back home, because no matter where you're from, West Side, South Side, Southland, everyone knows someone in Englewood.
That's true.
And I want to exemplify that excellence.
Or have grown up there. Right?
Yes.
There's a lot of people in Chicago that have maybe moved on to other places, but they grew up there. I know you mentioned this, and I'm not going to harp on this long, but you mentioned crime. We've had a lot of conversation about crime, the National Guard. I'm not putting you on the spot when it comes to that. But when we talk about crime, you mentioned that a lot of people try to hang it up on Englewood. Have you seen crime go down in the community of Englewood?
Oh, Englewood has definitely decreased, and it doesn't help that our superintendent is a son of Englewood, Larry Snelling, and we've been very intentional, because 7th and 11th district are always at the highest of crime, and I'm just glad to report that the 7th district, Englewood, we're doing very well.
What do you hinge that on? Do you think that that has something to do with your community partners? There's a lot of these organizations that are crime prevention. They hit the ground every day. They're not making the news for all of their amazing work, but they exist. Is that part of this, you think, of keeping that crime down?
I credit the leadership of Superintendent Snelling. He actually knows, unlike his predecessor, who did not know Chicago, Larry Snelling knows Chicago. He knows where the hot spots are, and being intentional. I just saw the other day, actually riding here, that bikers, officers on bikes, riding down Damon and riding down Racine. That's something that we've never experienced in Englewood, but I know it came from the top.
Yeah.
14,000 people there last year.
You went right back to that music.
I'm curious. No, I'm curious, because this is related though. Of that crowd, how much do you think are residents of your ward, people from Englewood, and what would be your message to people, like Tia alluded to, you know, folks who haven't ventured down that way, they're from other parts of the city. How do you view the makeup of that crowd, and what would be your message to folks who might be from another part of the city in terms of welcoming them down to your ward?
Certainly the bulk of the crowd, I would say at least over half, is truly Englewood bred and still reside in Englewood or grew up in Englewood. And my message is to come back home, invest in community. The Englewood is a land of opportunity, and I want to make sure that Black people come back home and that we reinvest and repopulate our community.
I want to say this too, because I think sometimes people hear Englewood or, like, you know, a certain point past on the Dan Ryan, people are like, I'm not going that way. I don't live in your community, but I went last year. And I will say this for people that are watching, because I know sometimes these communities, people do think, oh my God, I can't go there, I'll be shot. It was so chill. It was so peaceful. There was police. You didn't feel unsafe. And so I think, you know, sometimes we got to venture out of our own minds and, you know, stop putting these stereotypes on different communities in Chicago, because it does exist. I mean, we can act like it doesn't, but it does. People that live on the north side typically don't go a certain point, you know, past the Dan Ryan. And so I do think it's time for us to open our minds. One other question I have for you, a lot of these music festivals that we see, they're charging people to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Is this free?
Totally free. F-R-E-E.
Love it.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Good to see you.
So
This is overdue. This is wild. This is her first time in person
And I
at Fox 32 because it was pandemic.
It was pandemic. I was elected right 8 months before global pandemic.
More.
Yeah.
Come back more.
Like sunshine on a cloudy day in that
The
beautiful
team
yellow.
here, they're just wonderful, as you can tell, wonderful people.
Wonderful people, for sure. And you're a wonderful person.
We used to see each other way more often. This is kind of a reunion
Yeah,
for
it
us.
is. We're having a good time today.
Yeah. But
It's good to see you.
That's like Englewood Music Fest. It really is a family reunion. We've reunited folks that went to prom back in the 80s. The school teachers, it's
rekindling old flames.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I ain't gonna say that. But well, not for me. I was there with my husband. When I was there, I did see people that were like, hey, remember me? I went to school with you when? And it was really like, it was a really good
It
time.
was a homecoming.
Very
Yeah.
nostalgic.
All right, that's the message. Come home to Englewood,
Yeah,
everybody.
September 13th. And what time does it start?
12 noon,
And what time does it end?
8 p.m.
Noon to
Yeah.
9, absolutely free.
Noon to
Harold's
8.
Chicken.
Noon to 9, noon to 9, noon to 8.
Oh, okay.
Get the facts right.
Okay.
Stick with me.
You know, we got
Worth and Hall, sit the baseball field,
There's the-
wide open, a whole lot of space. It was a good time.
EnglewoodMusicFest.com. All right, thanks to Alderwoman Coleman. And